Imagine a family that isn't just parents and children, but a whole village, where Sekuru, grandfather, passes down stories by the fire, Ambuya, grandmother, shares wisdom in the kitchen, and even your aunties and uncles have a role in raising you. Welcome to the world of the Shona people, where family isn't just important, it's everything. Join us as we explore the rich traditions, unique roles, and deep bonds that make Shona family so special, and why these values are more important today than ever. Among the Shona people who live in Zimbabwe, family is very important. Family is like a big tree with many branches. Every branch is special, and each one has its role to play. For the Shona people, being part of a family means having many people to love, help, and care for each other. In a Shona family, there are many members: Sekuru or grandfather, Ambuya or grandmother, the father, the mother, aunties, uncles, and many children. Each person has a special role, just like in a team where everyone does something important to help the team win. So let's learn more about the roles each person plays. Roles in a Shona family. First, let's look at Sekuru or grandfather's role. Sekuru is the grandfather. He is very wise and knows a lot about the family history and traditions. Sekuru often tells stories about the past, teaching the children about their ancestors and important lessons in life. He also helps solve problems in the family when people disagree. For example, if two brothers argue, Sekuru might sit with them under a big tree and help them find a way to become friends again. And Ambuya, grandmother. Ambuya is the grandmother. She is very loving and takes care of everyone in the family. She knows many stories, songs, and old sayings. Ambuya teaches the children how to cook traditional foods like sadza and how to make crafts. She also gives advice to the mothers and is always there to listen. If a child is feeling sad, Ambuya will hold them close and tell them stories to make them feel better. So this leaves us with a question: if the role of Sekuru and the role of Ambuya is still the same in modern day Shona society. So in the past, Sekuru, the grandfather, was the central figure in a Shona family. He was the keeper of family traditions, the storyteller, and the problem solver. Sekuru taught the children about their history, culture, and values, and helped guide the family in making important decisions. Today, the role of Sekuru has changed, but he is still very important in modern Shona society. So what has changed for Sekuru? For example, living arrangements. In the old days, Sekuru usually lived in the same homestead with the rest of the family. Everyone lived close together, which made it easy for Sekuru to share his wisdom and stories with the children. Now, many families live in cities or towns, and Sekuru might live far away in the village. This means he does not see his grandchildren every day. Families often visit Sekuru on weekends or holidays, but the daily interaction is less frequent now. And number 2, technology and communication. Today, technology has made it easier for families to stay in touch even when they live far apart. Sekuru can use a phone to talk to his family or even use video calls to see his grandchildren. While he may not be able to sit with the children every day to tell stories under a tree, he can still share wisdom and love through these modern means. And number 3, less involvement in decision making. In the past, Sekuru's advice was very important in making family decisions, like choosing a child's school or arranging marriages. Now, younger family members often make these decisions on their own with less input from Sekuru. This change has come as people have more access to information and different ways of thinking. However, many families still seek Sekuru's guidance, especially in matters related to family traditions or cultural practices. Also, changes in education and career. Sekuru used to teach children traditional skills like farming, animal care, and making tools. Today, many children are more focused on school and modern careers. Sekuru's role as a teacher has changed. He now helps children understand their culture and identity rather than just teaching practical skills. For example, he might tell stories about their ancestors or explain the meaning behind traditional ceremonies. Adaptation to modern lifestyles. Sekuru now needs to adapt to modern ways of living. He may wear Western clothes instead of traditional ones, and he might learn about new things from his grandchildren, like how to use a smartphone. While Sekuru still holds on to many of the old traditions, he also understands that the world around him is changing and tries to balance both old and new ways. So we want to also to look at what has stayed the same for Sekuru. For example, being a source of wisdom. So even today, Sekuru is still seen as a wise person in the family. His stories and experiences teach the younger generation about respect, hard work, and kindness. When there are conflicts, his voice of reason is still valued. He reminds everyone of the importance of family unity and cultural heritage. And Sekuru still is the caretaker of traditions. Sekuru continues to be the guardian of family traditions. He teaches children about important cultural practices like celebrating holidays, marriage customs, and the significance of family gatherings. For example, Sekuru might still lead the family in certain rituals, like giving blessings during a wedding or guiding them during traditional ceremonies. And also, Sekuru still plays a role in giving love and guidance. The love and care Sekuru gives his grandchildren have not changed. He still loves to spoil them with treats, laugh with them, and comfort them when they are sad. His presence brings a sense of security and belonging to the family. So, in a way, in modern Shona society, Sekuru's role has changed in many ways due to technology, due to education, and changing lifestyles. However, his importance as a source of wisdom, a teacher of culture, and a loving family member remains. Sekuru continues to adapt to the new world while holding on to the values and traditions that make the Shona family strong and united. So the same applies to Ambuya. So we just want to look at the role of a father within the Shona family. The father is the head of the family. He takes care of the family's needs and makes sure everyone is safe and healthy. He works hard to provide food, shelter, and clothes. The father also teaches the children important skills like farming, hunting, or fixing things around the house. For example, he might teach his sons how to plant crops and take care of the family garden. So also in the family we have a mother. The mother is the heart of the family. She cares for everyone and makes sure they are happy and healthy. She cooks meals, cleans the house, and looks after the children. The mother teaches her daughters how to cook, clean, and take care of the young children. For example, she might show her daughters how to make a warm, tasty porridge for breakfast. She also shares stories and gives advice to her children when they need help or are feeling unsure. What about the role of aunties? Aunties are the sisters of the father or mother. They play a very special role in a Shona family. Aunties are like second mothers to the children. They help take care of the kids and teach them important things. For example, if a mother is busy or needs help, the aunties step in to take care of the children. They also give gifts like clothes or toys and celebrate special occasions with the family. Aunties are always there to listen and give good advice. And uncles are the brothers of the father or mother. They are like extra fathers in the family. Uncles help the father take care of the family and teach the children many skills. For example, an uncle might teach his nephews how to build a strong hut or how to make a fishing net. Uncles also protect the family and make sure everyone is safe. They often play games with the children and make them laugh. So after looking at these various roles, we just want to look at how they relate to each other. In a Shona family, everyone is connected like beads on a necklace. Each person depends on the others for support, love, and guidance. The family members talk to each other every day, sharing their joys and their problems. If a child is sick, everyone comes together to help. If there is a wedding or a celebration, everyone joins in to sing, dance, and make the event special. Respect is key among the Shona people. Respect is very important in a Shona family. Children learn to respect their elders like Sekuru and Ambuya by listening to them and helping them whenever they can. They also show respect to their parents, aunties, and uncles by greeting them politely and doing their chores. Also, in a Shona family, they do help each other. So in a Shona family, helping each other is very important. If someone needs help, everyone pitches in. For example, if there is a big job to do, like planting crops or building a new hut, all the family members work together to finish the job quickly. And the Shona people do celebrate together. Celebrations are a big part of the family life. When there is a wedding, a new baby, or even a good harvest, the whole family comes together to celebrate. They sing, dance, and share food. These happy times make the family feel closer and stronger. Solving problems. When problems arise, the family comes together to solve them. For example, if there is an argument between two family members, Sekuru or Ambuya might call a family meeting. They will listen to both sides and help everyone find a fair solution. This teaches the children the importance of understanding and forgiveness. Imagine a family where Baba, the father, is working in the fields, planting maize. He is tired and needs help. Uncle Tendai comes to help him plant faster, while the aunties and mothers prepare food for everyone. Meanwhile, Sekuru sits under the shade, telling the children stories about their great parents and the important things they did. Ambuya gathers the girls and teaches them how to make a traditional basket from dried grass. When the family gathers to eat, everyone shares stories about their day and there is a lot of laughter. If there's a disagreement, like who should wash the dishes, Ambuya calmly explains why it is fair for everyone to take turns. So I just to give you an overview of a Shona family, one would say the Shona family is like a big circle where everyone is important and there's a role to play. Whether it is Sekuru with his wisdom, Ambuya with love, the father and mother caring for the children, or the aunties and uncles helping and guiding, each person makes the family strong and happy. The Shona people believe that when families work together, respect each other, and share love, they create a happy and healthy home for everyone. So looking at the Shona family unit in modern day, is it still a big tree with branches? In the past, the Shona family was like a big tree with many branches. The whole family, including grandparents, children, uncles, aunts, cousins, often lived together in the same village or homestead. Each branch of this tree had a role, and together they formed a strong, united family. However, modern day Shona society has changed in many ways, affecting how the family unit operates. So what has really changed in the Shona family unity? For example, the living arrangements. In modern times, many Shona families no longer live together in the same village or homestead. So people have moved to cities or even other countries to find work, go to school, or for other opportunities. So this separation means that the family is no longer living as close together as before. While the family is still important, the physical closeness that once held everyone together has changed. Grandparents might live in the village, while parents and children live far away in the city. Also, the other thing that has changed is individualism and nuclear families. So traditionally, Shona families operated as large extended units. So nowadays, many Shona families are more focused on the nuclear family, which consists of just parents and their children. This change comes from modern lifestyles where people live in smaller homes and have less space for extended family members. As a result, decision making and daily life are often centered around the smaller family unit rather than the extended family. Number 3, impact of technology. Technology has changed how families stay connected. Even if they live far apart, Shona families can use phones, social media, and video calls to stay in touch. Although this helps them remain connected, it is different from the old days when family members interacted face-to-face every day, sharing stories, solving problems, and passing on tradition, which happens less in person and more of a digital communication. Also, changing roles and responsibilities. The roles that family members play have changed. In the past, each family member had a specific role. For example, the mother cared for the home, the father worked in the fields, the aunties taught the children, and the uncles handled disputes. Today, many of these roles are shared differently. Women now work outside the home and men may help with cooking or child rearing. The strict roles have become more flexible, reflecting changes in modern life. Another thing that has changed is education and career focus. Education has become a central focus for many families. More children are going to school for longer periods and are pursuing careers outside the village. This focus on education and work means that family members might not spend as much time together as before, it also brings new ideas and ways of thinking into the family, which can sometimes lead to disagreements about traditions and practices. Evolving cultural practices. Some traditional practices are becoming less common or adapting to fit modern times. For example, while elders like Sekuru grandfather or Ambuya grandmother still play an important role, their influence may be less strong in everyday decision making. Young people may choose to marry or make life choices without as much guidance from their extended family. This shift shows how the family unity has become more flexible in its approach to culture and traditions. So, in the face of all these things that have changed, what has stayed the same? The importance of family. Despite all these changes, the importance of family has not disappeared. Shona family still valuing unity, respect for elders, and caring for one another. The idea of family being a strong support system is still very present. Even if they live apart, Shona people often return to their rural homes for important events like weddings, funerals, or family gatherings. Another thing that is still there is respect for elders. Respect for elders like grandparents or the eldest uncle or auntie remains a key part of Shona culture. Even in a modern setting, younger family members are taught to listen and respect the wisdom of their elders. Elders are still seen as the keepers of family history, culture, and values. Also, family gatherings and celebrations have remained. Family gatherings for holidays, rituals, and ceremonies are still very important. Many Shona families travel long distances to be together during special times such as Christmas, Easter, and traditional ceremonies. These gatherings keep the family bond strong, even if they do not live together every day. So is the family still like a big tree? Yeah, in many ways, the Shona family is still like a big tree with branches, but the shape of the tree has changed. The branches may now spread further apart, and the connections between them may be maintained in new ways, like through technology. The strong trunk of the tree, representing the core values of love, respect, and unity, still supports the branches. However, the branches themselves may look different as they adapt to the winds of change brought by modern life. The Shona family remains important, but it operates in a new context where old traditions and new ways of living blend together. It is not the same tree it once was, but it is still standing strong, rooted in a foundation of love and togetherness. If you enjoyed learning about the importance of family among the Shona people and want to dive deeper into their rich tradition and culture, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Share this video with your friends and family to spread the wisdom of the Shona community. And let us know in the comments what family means to you.